All right, so we actually got to see the Avengers Doomsday teaser for the very first time in IMAX as well. And we have 1,000,001 thoughts, but we're going to condense them as much as we can. What do you think of the Captain America? Well, it's very much only a Captain America Doomsday teaser. What do you think of it?
I think it worked. It needed to work like this. I know you don't like it. I think it needed to be soft. He's a retired character from this beloved series.
Correct.
You need to kind of show, hey guys, knock knock, look who's here. You can't have him coming at guns blazing, throwing a shield into a wall, running through something, whatever you want. You can't have that. Okay. It needs to be soft. And this way you see, he's still in his Endgame storyline, timeline, whatever you want to call it. He's still there. You needed to do it this way.
Can I speak?
Yes.
Because that is not my only issue. Just like to make it like really simple, we see Steve Rogers, and it's a very subdued trailer. It's not even a teaser trailer. I don't think they should call it that. It's actually just like a character announcement. Me and you had a feeling we'd see a Doomsday trailer, and I was like, this is gonna blow our socks off, and it didn't. And I understand you love Steve. Trust me. I mean, the place is full of Steve merch.
Hold this for the rest.
Exactly, but. What was the energy like in the IMAX cinema when that trailer played?
It was underwhelming, yes.
People were chit-chatting.
Yeah, no one
It
really
was
said much.
nothing. It was a nothing burger.
It was. But at the same time, though, Pete, I think as they're releasing, because obviously as we've heard, there's going to be 4 possible
But
trailers
that's
that are coming
rumored.
out.
That's not confirmed.
That
so
is
as far
true.
as we know, this is all we've seen. This is like a 3 out of 10 for a teaser. For like maybe Marvel's most important movie.
That is true. But I think Marvel's way of advertising and building up hype for a movie, though, has always kind of carried out really well. Especially when it comes to an Avengers level movie. They really know how to grab people's attention, not slowly, but build that tension. And I think if they're going to do this four-tiered trailer like they want to do,
If they do this.
But if they do it, though, I think it's going to build on each one, and it's just going to get that much more epic. It's going to go from a walk to a jog to a full-blown sprint by the time we get the full trailer in January, whenever they're saying it's going to release. I think I think once you watch it, all of them together, once they come out, I think you'll understand, okay, cool, I see the arc that they want to go on. This is an arc, though. This is not like a guns blazing, because if they go at 100% for the first trailer, they have to keep that for each one.
I think you can. There is that much content and that much actors in this, and there's that much to show without probably spoiling most of the movie.
But I think
I agree with you. Yeah, I think big picture, if say the next one that comes out is also like a Thor introduction, what is rumored is like a Doom will get his own introduction,
yes,
and then we will get like the official teaser, then I'll eat my words and I'll watch this back and be like, what was I arguing with you about? But for now, you have to make the assumption the audience doesn't know that, now they've seen 2 sort of official looks or announcements for the movie, and they've both just been character. And look, Steve Rogers, to be fair, we all love Steve Rogers. He's actually not officially dead. I think he can come back. He doesn't have, he's not that important to a Doomsday trailer. I think a first look needed to be something to do with Reed Richards. I would have loved a scene. The same way the Odyssey just throws you in the middle of the movie. Yeah. Without even showing Doom, show us Reed Richards. I just worry that, of course, Marvel's in a very different position. They're not coming from a position of strength. They think, well, we need to have Steve Rogers, even if the story necessarily doesn't call for it.
1,000%. Yes, 100%.
He's no small fry. He has to be, he probably has to be the main character. What does that do to Sam Wilson? What is Sam Wilson
I know,
now?
that's the other thing.
What is even the point of Sam Wilson?
See, so I think Sam Wilson still will be Captain America, but I think Steve Rogers will be somewhat of like a nomad type thing, or he'll be just be. I honestly,
if I was Anthony Mackie,
I'd be curious too.
I would have punched like my laptop.
Yeah,
if they sent me this teaser to take a look at,
1,000%.
I'd be like, well, what am I here for?
But at the same time, though, when your movie bombs as hard as it did, it's kind of like, dude, we've got such a beloved IP character. We need to have him at the forefront. It's just not working in regards to you being the leading man for this at the moment. We need to bring back Chris Evans.
Doomsday might actually just be a straight sequel to Avengers Endgame.
I think it will be.
Which means
you're absolutely right.
Like Steve Rogers' time travel has caused an incursion. And like another thought, I think his son is actually an incursion. The son is not supposed to exist.
That'd be fucking fantastic.
So I think that's where the conflict will. I think that's why Doom will possibly come for him. because there's rumors that Doom is punishing people causing incursions or trying to stop them, and definitely Steve Rogers' son is not supposed to exist.
And that's what's going to bring him back to the shield
into the fold. It's hard. Does that diminish Endgame? You know, because you finally get this, like, he's said, like, he's done. He actually gets a happy ending that he deserves.
And then he has to come back.
Could possibly die. Could possibly lose his son.
Oh, man.
What does that do for the character?
I know. And that's
it isn't like it. Like, the more I think about it, the less I think it's like the best decision.
For the time, care, and effort that the Russo brothers put into Avengers Endgame, and obviously the way they closed this chapter from a 10 or 12 year arc, whatever it was, it does feel like obviously it's cheapened it across the whole thing.
Yeah.
But Marvel is so desperate; they will bring back everyone and anything they can to kind of get back to the top of the hill where they've fallen so far from.
But I think the big question is at what cost?
That is true,
yeah.
And I think people are so they're so hungry for a great plot-driven movie with such big characters that are supported by great actors coming back onto the screen. I think that everyone will kind of overlook it, and I feel like you and me will overlook it as well and see the hype for what it is.
Yeah.
And I feel like after we see it, we'll
in the movie we'll feel one way.
Yes.
Who's to say after all the sort of cameos and the sort of the funnest stuff for fans, especially superhero movies. Like, what does the movie look like after that?
Yeah. No.
Does it still hold up? We'll see. 12 months.
Yes. 12 months and counting.